So, how can we activate paradise mode? I don't know. I don't know yet. So, the problem is, like, I know a few things that made their way through intuition. They made their way to me. The first thing I'm pretty sure you have to do is drink your urine. I'm doing this since like a year. And I think it has a lot of health benefits, but I think it's just something that you have to do. Next thing, I think breathing exercises are involved. I'm doing some kind of like the Wim Hof breathing exercises, a little bit modified. I'm doing that daily. Next, calorie restriction, 1 meal a day. Fasting, like you have to eat very small, very little. And I think the best thing that you can eat, but I have to verify these things, and I'll let you know how I will verify, how I plan to verify. So yeah, it's red because I ate prickly pears. So you should eat fruits that you plucked yourself. That's the best food probably, but just fruits are amazing. Plant-based, of course, as a transition. I think it's difficult just to jump to fruits immediately, but yeah, it's a process. Whatever you do, don't freak out if you fall back like I did just recently to cheese and meat. Yeah. So, what else? The mushroom. Magic mushrooms. But whatever it is, it's like information that our ancestors or in ancient times they had. Because then I think they were pretty aware that it's just a learning simulation. And yeah, that knowledge has been lost. Like there's some kind of syncretism thing which one guy, what's his name? I can't remember, but yeah, I'll tell you. Santos Bonacci. So he basically found out that the Bible is some kind of manual on how to, well, unlock your body for paradise mode or Christ consciousness or whatever. And it has to do with the pineal and pituitary glands, which produce this fluid, and that goes down the spine. And somehow you have to make it go back up, which it will go through each of the chakras, and this will elevate its frequency. And then in the end it just goes back to the pineal gland, and some kind of thing happens where it cleans the blood, and then you're basically ready for your soul to fully arrive, and you will use the cerebrum and not just the cerebellum as seat of your soul. And that's when I think that's a good thing. That's when we'll have a lot of fun together. Yeah. So the problem is this knowledge has been lost. I mean, I know some things that came through to me through creativity and intuition, but I think it has to be like we have to know more how to do it. So my plan, and I have to brainstorm a little bit. I'll do it tomorrow because today I'm so tired. There's this guy Kilindi E who did huge mushroom doses, and he died last year, apparently of COVID. Maybe it's true, maybe it's made up. Who cares? But like he was a pioneer, I guess, and he went really deep on his journeys with high mushroom doses, like, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 grams of dried mushrooms, magic mushrooms, which he grew himself. And that's basic. That's where I get the urine fasting from him, because he gave a talk or in an interview. I think it was in an interview where he said his wife died, and he basically did a 40 days urine fast. It's crazy. Wow. And when I heard him saying that, I was like, wow, okay. And I investigated it, and 1-2 hours later I was in the bathroom drinking my first cup. Which was awkward, and next day it was okay. So he said that when he went on his journeys, I don't remember the exact, well, I can just tell you tomorrow after I had the time to look it up. It's in one of his interviews I found. So the interviewer asked him, what do you think the magic mushrooms are? And he said very clear, like, I was told that it's a technique, organic technology to access the multiverse memory database. So basically where all the knowledge of all the universes, how much are there? I don't know. Is located at, like, all the knowledge, I guess. So my plan, it will turn into a plan, is to basically grow enough mushrooms. I need maybe 1 kilo. Well, I'm planning, or I will eat 77 grams of dried mushrooms, magic mushrooms. For those of you who are familiar with dosing magic mushrooms, they would say, yeah, it's a lot, and it is, but I know I can do it. And the plan is to go there and retrieve the knowledge about how to, retrieve the manual on how to unlock paradise mode. What exactly has to be done? I mean, you can't just be vague and try things. I mean, maybe you have to try for 1,000,000 years until you will find the exact procedure that you have to follow in order to get there. And we don't have that much time, I think. So what I will do is come up with a plan. It will include fasting. Beforehand, I think I will fast at least a week. Then I will take a huge dose. Then I will go there, retrieve that knowledge, and then I will sell it to you for like $100. I will share it for free with the world, or let's say anyone that wants to listen. Yeah. So, but first, tomorrow I will brainstorm, and because I had an ancient number that told me like, go for the plan, you will succeed. It's a good plan. I have to do it, but I have to give it some thought first. Don't know what that means, but I will give it some thought tomorrow, and then I'll just go for it. And yes, I will have to overcome some challenges, like, for example, I'm now thinking about going back to my family, to my wife and children, just to be able to eat cheese and stuff like that. I just ate prickly pears. I was maybe able to eat 10 pieces in 2 hours, because it takes a lot of time, and I had to remove spikes. I still have some here in my mouth, and yeah. But yes, to be continued. To be continued. Whatever. See you tomorrow.